that a pedagogy is much bigger. And let me tell you about one thing here about in the teaching process of designing and other courses like engineering or management or any of the courses, higher courses you actually pursue towards like your degree programs or anything. Design is a bit different in a way because here the teachers are your mentors and you are not studying about a normal pedagogy where you read from books and there is a typical analysis you will be forwarding, writing on the paper, and it's done. It's the entire course is all about the research work and it's a throughout work going on every time and how you are developing it. Right. That's the idea about designing. The key concepts here will be dealing in the next slides, how the key concepts are dealt out here. There are now asking the students some specific questions. You have almost everybody is above 17 years right now here, like 17 or 18 years. Those who have passed their 12th or about to pass their 12th, right? Almost all the students are like that. Yes, I believe yes. At least people can utter their yes. Come to the audio box because I'll be asking you more questions right now. Yes, no will be a better answer. Some students can just switch on their audio.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now, my main question to you people is here, ki like you have just crossed the age. Now, till the time you were in your teenage or you were kids, all throughout you have been facing a problem that you were not able to understand the problems, which are the bigger problems or which are the smaller problems, and which are the problems which you can discuss with your family. There could be a lot of ways, the family issues, the relative issues, why you don't like the relatives. There might be hassles with your parents, hassle with your mother or dad. These problems have come to you in your life. Did it came? Or which are the priorities which has to be discussed with mother or which has the priorities to be discussed with your father? These were the problems.
Yes, sir.
These were the problems. You were facing problems in these things to decide on,
Yes, sir.
like choosing the problems as priority basis. It has been a problem for everyone, I believe, right? Because everyone, all the teachers who are sitting here also have crossed their teenage, and we have been facing this problem. That could we discuss this issue with our parents, or could we discuss with it or not, or is it the solution? These are certain things you are fighting with. At times, finally, you go to your friends and ask it what could be a better solution, or you start discussing with it, and end up is like a chaos. You ultimately don't have any solution for it, right? These things have been happening to your life. Now, what happens
Yes, sir.
designing as a future, let me tell you as a brief, is all about a key concept that how you are solving the problems in future, right? Now, if you don't have a priority in these making decisions, that how you will be solving the problem or which problem is bigger, you cannot choose how designing course is going to be a bigger perspective for you. I hope I'm clear to everyone. Right now, I'm trying to connect how a bigger problem can be sorted out, right? So this will be a key demonstration will be like after a few slides I'll be demonstrating through AI how you can actually prioritize towards your problems, like which are the bigger problems which you actually can take as a solution. So problems, how to identify them, because people always say okay, designing is a course about solution, giving a solution to the problems, but how to actually prioritize a problem and which problem is bigger or which problem is lesser, people are not able to understand that. I hope everybody is clear with it till now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Okay. So now what is design? It is an approach to the problem. That's what we have been explaining you till now. The development of the concept. So when you will be approaching the problem, you have to develop a concept. So that's what I wanted to explain you. The teachers here in any of the courses, whether you take fashion designing, whether you take interior designing, or whether you take UX UI, the teachers actually try to be a mentor and guide you the small area solutions which can be achieved with certain tricks. So automatically you develop and enhance your area that you can actually cover up the designing field. You understand the area of diversification where designing can touch you. Okay. I hope it was okay for you people. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm asking, yeah, design leadership. I'm asking you about design leadership. Have you heard about it? Leadership. Everybody is aware of leadership.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
What do you understand about leadership? Can anybody explain? Now, here I'm putting up one thing. In leadership, we see two things, power and authority. Now, which one is a bigger priority? Can
Authority.
anybody help me? Huh?
Authority, I guess.
Authority. Why? Why? Anybody can answer? Or Shipra, can you help us?
I'll pass it.
Anybody want to try? Achieving the power can take the authority also. It's a simultaneous process. Automatically, authority is important. At time, authority already provides you the power, but at times, giving you the authority also, you can't understand how to utilize the power. So you have to understand the dynamics of leadership. So a designer in the key process of learning the areas of designing to solve the problems and everything, they know the tits and bits, the notches and the key areas which actually provides them an enhancement to become leaders in the industry. That's the main reason all the industries, if they hire like a team of designers, they actually dominate the industry. An IIT engineer also at times have to understand things from a designer in a bigger level. It can be on a level of UX UI, it can be on the level of design, fashion design industry, it can be on the level of interior designing, it can be under the visual communication area. A lot of segments are there. So every segment is touched out by this leadership process. So designers actually go ahead and become either a leader, and at many of the times we have seen they become a successful entrepreneurs. Okay, so that's the biggest area designing actually provides you as a field. Okay, so we go ahead with the next slide. Leadership contains, what is it? As I explained you, what is it all about leadership, how it provides you, where you can sit, so how you can dominate your team or how you actually mingle up with your team, keep your domination in a self area and proceed with the things. Okay, whom does it influence actually? The leadership, it should be influencing all the team throughout to your clients. Automatically, to your clients also, leadership is important because you need to progress with your work process and everything. So to your clients, how it's favoring, which will be the better aspect and all. So these needs to be shown up in an appropriate manner. Who maintains the preference? Definitely, the leader will be maintaining the preference. Okay, so the power and authority almost are the two dynamics will be working in the leadership zone all throughout. So leadership designed to be a leader, you have to be disciplined, interaction between user and management environment, aesthetically. Okay, it should be functional, it should be contextual, and cultural and societal considerations are very important. Because in designing field, you take any of the area, any of the genre you are picking up, the functional contextual parts are important. These will be taught to you. Understanding the cultural values and societal considerations are very important, because see, anytime I'm giving you an example, if somebody is wearing constructing a t-shirt for Uganda or a West Indian country, they have to see the size variation. The size will be much huge. The people who are wearing a 2XL or 3XL out here will be a small size for those countries. So understanding the cultural values are very important. I just gave you an example for the fashion designing area. So the same way, the countries who have a very cold environment, the societal value again changes up. The dressing sense, the furniture sense, the kind of lifestyle staying there changes every way. Okay, I hope everybody can coordinate to it. Is it a yes for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then I'm proceeding for the next slides. Any doubts, please interrupt me in between. Okay. Okay, now I have given the differences of design world. Now you can see it. It's a classical designing. Like earlier in a past history, we used to have classical design where designing never used to have any ideas or concepts. Designing was there. People used to do a graphics or a artwork, and it was accepted because there were more sellers. But now it's a competitive field. Designing is an enhancement. People are giving solutions in a bigger level. Whatever Zomato you are seeing it, Swiggy you are seeing it, you're having food at your home in an instant level, Blinkit or anything. These are all the concept of UX UI. It's as a part of designing areas which have been developed. So it's a concept which has developed to this level. Whatever the Ola and Uber, you have seen it. Like we have been from the ages where we have always hired taxis or autos like on a trip level. But now you see a bigger kind of a solution has come to us, and it's on a mobile tap. You are actually using everything. Okay, now you have design thinking. We always been like few years earlier also, 8, 10 years earlier also, we used to work about design empathy and all, design thinking, how the process goes on. If you are studying in Ignite India, they have already taught this you very well, isn't it? Now we proceed towards conceptual, speak to AI. How you'll be speaking to AI and machine learning. Further is like the value creating with AI, which is the next future. So how you actually speak to AI is a main concept. Okay. So now I'll just escape from here, sharing the screen. Okay. Okay. I'm just opening up my Google Chrome. Acha, how many of you are aware of, wanted to ask you one more thing. Wait a minute. How many of you are aware of which all softwares you are aware of this AI softwares you are aware of? Can anybody give me names?
Chat GPT, sir.
Chat GPT. Okay. And
Gemini.
any more? Tell me.
Gemini.
Gemini. Very good. Okay, we'll do an experiment with Gemini only because I was in Google Chrome. As I said you about the problems you have been facing, like which are to prioritize and all. Now I have 4, 5 problems like which we can decide on, like the traffic problem or the child labors. Okay, I was experimenting with the. I've opened up. See, I have worked out with the types of road signal issues. So it gives a priority basis. Now, if we write the prompts in a appropriate manner, we can get to know which are the priority problems actually can be decided from the AI tool. Then you can actually work flickering way ki how it can actually proceed towards. Okay. Now, for example, child problem types of child problem in India. Everybody can see the screen, I believe.
No, sir. So your screen sharing is stopped.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, I have opened it and did it also. Okay. Is it shared right now?
Yes, sir.
Now you can see it.
Yes, sir.
See, I have written here types of child problem in India, right? It was not written types of, it was written types child problem in India. Wait a minute, I'll edit it once. Types of child problem in India. prior. See, now it's giving which are the areas to be actually done. Now you have to understand how you are actually doing it. There are a lot of problems. Earlier, I have given a types of problem, right? It was just showing the problems. Now I have given the prioritize. It is showing the prioritization accordingly, which can be the bigger problem. Like the prioritization number one is malnutrition. The second problem is child labor. The third problem is child marriage. The lack of access to the education. Child abuse is one more problem. Okay. Now prioritization should be given in a way. This is difficult issue as all problems are interconnected and critical. Now see, ChatGPT or Gemini is facing a problem to actually prioritize because it is interconnected. Now you can actually find out a decision on a way that how each of the problems are interconnected to each other. Then actually you can proceed with things. Fundamental, that how any app can actually connect all these problems together, or which are the areas can be touched from the bigger societal area to the small societal areas. You're able to understand, every one of you, why the prioritization is important. Hello, is it okay to everyone? Did anybody understood? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, everybody understood why to actually keep the priority and how you are actually interconnecting to it and how the solution can be brought to things. Because see, AI can't be connecting you directly and give you all the solutions. There are individual softwares. If you want to create graphics, you have to first implement the graphic in a certain level. Then actually the graphics can be developed in a better way in AI. And then again, you have to further recorrect it for your imagination that it is matching up to the situation or not. Did everybody understood what I said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Huh? Yes. Any doubt anyway? Okay, here is one data I have provided, like how the global specialized design services marketed grew from 140 to 7.78 billion to in 2022 to 156 billion in 2023. Now the CAGR is bigger. 2024 is, the results are yet to come out. So this specialized market in designing field is growing up huge in a way, annual rate. So in a 25% across discipline, the design industry is growing every year. It's an international way I'm saying you. India with its proud crafts, like whatever, like the states we're talking about, whether you go to Punjab, talk about Fulkari, you go to Odisha, you talk about Utkalika, Sambalpuri. If you go to Hyderabad, you talk about Pochampalli. If you go to Chennai, there are a lot of favorite weaves, right? Tenali Rumal is one of favorite in Andhra. So there are a lot of crafts. Kantha is there in Bihar and Bengal, both the states, right? So there are a lot of areas which has a big craft genre which is getting export. Now this can be revived. At times craft are dying. So it can be either revived or it can be grown up better than that also. How it's going to be done? So designers actually need the touch for the industry. I talked about the fashion area more because I myself I'm a fashion designer, and top of it there, these across India, the same things are available for the furniture. Whether you talk about how you're going to communicate these parts, So communication designers are required in these areas, right? So there are entire whole genre is interconnected to each other that you can connect every designing aspect in a way. So transdisciplinary mindsets are geared for industry 4.0. I guess nobody is aware of what is industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Anybody is aware of? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay, see, industry 1.0 is like we have already crossed up, because when you will be going into the like designing classes and all, you will get to know all this. Right now is the generation we are transphasing because of this AI. We are already inside industry 4.0. We are developing and enhancing because more the ammunitions, the kind of developments, the kind of computer systems we are developing, the softwares we are developing, where just introduced industry 4.0 and already in the start phase of industry 4.0 right now. So again, every generation has crossed up industry 1.0 where the machinery has developed. Earlier where manual things were getting done and everything, so that was industry 1.0. Then industry 2.0 covered up, industry 3.0 where the developments came, the steam engines came in industry 2.0. Then industry 3.0, like we came into like electrifying and everything. And right now in industry 4.0, we are going into robotics and all. So that's how things are changing every time. Globally, companies are finding bad design for work can cost them millions. So this is like one point which has been taken from McKinsey, which is one of the bigger area where designing says if the designing goes bad and the designer can't predict, because when you go in the designing field, everybody thinks we are going to generate design. People are not able to understand how we are going to generate design if we are not having some dictionary, because if you are doing a English lesson, you always have a dictionary in your hand, right? Everybody has it. When you are reading English or anything, you have a dictionary in your hand. You're using it. You get to know which is correct and wrong. So now how your designing is going correct or not, you can't actually amplify on that. That becomes a problem also for you people, isn't it? Does it
Yes,
become
sir.
a, yeah. So what happens when
Yes,
you
sir.
go in, pardon? Yes, somebody told me something. Yes, tell me. Hello. Somebody had any doubt? Okay. If you have any doubt, you can keep it written. I'll come to it later. See what happens. Usually, design industry goes with forecasting. Are you aware of what is forecasting all about?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Usually, there are forecasting books. Any of the colleges maintaining up. UID does it very forefrontly. So, forecasting helps you in understanding the future, what is going to come in 6 months and all. So it gives you an availability how the forecasting is going on, right? So then people can easily work out with the forecast that what are going to be the textures. Like I guess like everybody learned about the textures, lines, angles, circles, all these things you have been learning till now in Ignite India, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So yes. So that's what is the main thing. How you actually enhance those techniques towards the with the help of your forecasting. That time actually you touch towards the designing concept, how you are doing it, right? The specialized design services market is expected to grow about 14.86 by 2027. So that's a big industry you're going to find it. It's almost 100 billion extra market growing up internationally. So India is again going to be a big pioneer and growing their economy. It's going to be a fifth best economy. So there is a big future. You find it over there. There are international placements and everything going from India. So that's the opportunity of designing field which you are talking about. Now, UID has this courses like everybody is aware, fashion designing and styling. There are few areas, careers, everybody knows about fashion designers. Now, usually what happens, fashion designing and styling, two concepts are given here for a big reason. Fashion designing is already in two genres. One is a couture field and one is a continuity. Whatever this, like the bigger companies, MNCs, the garments they're selling for upper middle and lower classes, the continuity garments, the formal shirts and everything, whatever the ranges you see from 600 to 2000 range is like the continuity garments. Whatever we see it for Tata, Westside, Reliance, Usta, Reliance ka trends and everything you are seeing it, these are the continuity garment area. The couture area starts with like the bigger designers, like whatever you see the handcrafted garments and all. It's Sabyasachi, Manish Malhotra, JJ Valaya, Raghuvendra Rathod, right? I've taken all big names, Ritu Berry, Ritu Kumar, any names you prefer for. These are the couture segments. Now again, these segments are again subdivided with menswear, womenswear, and kidswear, right? Now these segments have a big territory and a placement area, and to create a genre for your entrepreneurship, because these bigger companies also need alliances with designers who are intra-entrepreneurs. So what is intra-entrepreneurship is like becoming one more entrepreneur inside that company and enhancing that bigger firm also. So you can become entrepreneurs again, helping out those companies even. Okay, now interior and furniture designing. Anybody, any idea about interior and furniture designing?
We have been doing it.
You have been? Hello?